It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso on S3. Now, more than ever, you know, when finding work in South Africa has been a bit of a challenge, especially for our youth. Now, one crowd may advocate for, you know, getting a solid education, and then another may actually advocate for hitting the ground running and working your way through the system to get experience where you can.
Now this morning we're going to be doing something special, gents. We got another would you rather question to pose, and the popular opinion is going to be weighed out on this. Now the question is, you're in a second year of study and you get offered an amazing job at a reputable company, but it's impossible to do both. Now, would you rather quit your studies and take the job, or B, turn down the job and finish your degree? This is a tough
It's weird. I thought that it would confuse you because I didn't study because I started working when I was like 12.
Yeah.
So I'm like a former child star. So I had my career going, but it's...
Former child star.
My friends even call me former child star, which is, which is ridiculous.
But to be fair, I did,
So you were one of the ones that were lucky to find your flow state and your experience.
Yeah, but a lot of us in the industry did start young because we were just those kind of people.
Yeah.
So, and I was really lucky, but in our industry, there is no substitute for experience. We see some amazingly well-educated people coming into the fold, but there's just that crunch time experience that you need to excel in this job. So I would probably say you can always go back and study, but that ideal job that could unlock your future might not come around again for another 3-4 years.
Might lose that moment.
And my thing was, well, by taking this job, I can pay for my own studies later, and I just got too busy to ever go back and study. But
look where you are now.
That's my thinking.
I would go with the other option, with option A, only because I'm in second year. Generally, most degrees are 3 years. I think
So
for
close.
me, it's...
Yeah.
I came from a position where there wasn't money to waste. So if I had to leave during my second year, I would have wasted my parents' money. So I would have pushed to finish my degree, only because if a company really wants you, they'll understand that you want to finish your degree, because life gets busy. You're not going to go back and study.
Can I change my answer?
Nope, too late.
Propose this to you, Zoe. In your exact same scenario, what happens if it is your dream job, something as a kid that you've always wanted, and in second year, just before you're running your exam, the offer's there. It's now or never, Zoe.
And they're going to pay you 55,000 rand a month.
I will finish my degree, because imagine what then they'll pay me.
I think what I like about
responsible.
the universe in this one is that if it's meant for Zoe, this dream job, if it's meant for you, then it will come around again.
Okay.
Because I don't think that anything that's meant for you will miss you.
I like that. I like that.
That's
And I
the thing.
think if it is meant for you, then the timing should always be perfect.
Indeed.
I love that. I love that. I love what you guys are talking about. But let's see what the rest of you have to say, Mzansi, and everybody else on the social media channels this morning. Coming through first is Victoria. What has she got to say?
All right, Victoria says, complete your studies first. If you can't do both, there will be even better opportunities in the future, and you will even be better equipped for those opportunities as well. Thanks a lot, Victoria.
That. And then we've got Gregorius Molex Lexus says, B, after finishing my degree, I'm getting back to them with an offer. So a lot like Zoe over there. I like that. Investing in yourself
Finish your degree
first.
and go back and say, I think what you were thinking of offering me was this.
Yes.
I'm going to write a number on a
You
bit
left
of paper.
another zero on the
Yeah,
end there.
write the number down.
No, I think it's different if you didn't study and the job opportunity came, by all means. That's my take on it. But I'm like halfway through my studies, might as well push and finish.
I feel you, especially when I think about my study years. It was the hardest years of my life. Man, that was hard stuff to get through. I wouldn't want to make it a year longer.
But I think it's important for people, especially your future employees, to know that you can complete something.
Yeah.
And I think something like a degree is also a good fallback, because if that job doesn't work out, then what happens?
And it's also
You know?
about knowing how to learn. Like, we constantly learn throughout our adult life. And I think that's one thing where I've been lucky, is to hone that skill of learning in the space. But if a company knows that you can learn, that you can take on these skills, like you say, that you can follow through, something
I love it. Mzansi's got more to say about this. Let's see what's up. And we've got Jasmine, I think. Jasmine Dupree. She says, Ish, what a difficult one. But I know,
it is.
I know that as reputable as the company can be, it wasn't part of the plan or dream. So for me, B, I turned down the job and finished my studies. And then second year of studying, so that was definitely the plan, of course. And because you study what you want to become and not take a job you know nothing of. So the minute you're studying should be the minute that you're investing in your future, and you should stick to that plan. I love that. And the last on the list, we've got Anastasia Hannah saying, be for sure, education remains a valuable inheritance. Once you start working, life becomes hectic.
Yeah, true. Very true.
I have
Very,
another
very
thing I would add to B if you decide to continue studying and finishing up is you can always do an internship during your university breaks or your whatever institution
work
you're studying
unpaid.
at.
Yeah, that
you,
sounds
and you get that experience because when you enter the job market, you've got that experience.
How did you eat and survive, man? You've got to work, man.
Listen, as
Gotta
a student,
work.
you're naturally poor.
This debate can go on and on. I just realized that. I mean, not all of us are child stars and former puppeteers and Mina Move, but it's okay. But anyway, navigating life isn't easy, as you can see, but you don't have to make those big financial decisions on your own. Speak to your family, speak to a mentor, or reach out to the experts. There's always help available.
Now, if you are currently studying or in school, then visit the unlock.me website from Nedbank, and here you will find and have access to a whole host of advice and resources to help you unlock your potential and career opportunities. So visit unlock.me, and of course, the rest is all yours.
Indulge your desires. Be swept away by the fragrance of dissent. Take the plunge into impulsive spending until you find yourself deeper and deeper drowning in debt. In this world of temptation, do you want a bank that takes your money or a bank that takes your money seriously?